Sunday mornings in a family-free home. The sun is shining. The sun is shining. Music is on. It's 9:35 in the morning and we are prepping for our week ahead. So we have started doing meal prep for ourselves because it takes up so much time and energy cooking every day. We have our drinks, Charlie's morning coffee and my raw milk tea. So with the meal prepping, we can't fully do it how we exactly want to do it yet because we don't have containers. We are on the hunt for containers. But right now we are just making do with what we have got. So here we have some freshly washed peppers and mushrooms. We wash them in the Kangen water. So here's the Kangen machine. And we use pH 2.5, which is acidic water. I have this little chart here which tells us what we can use for what. And it really helps get off any of like the pesticides or chemicals or anything that unfortunately is put onto our food at the time of growing. So we always soak our veggies, our fruit in things like that. We've got some carrots, some potatoes, onions, spring onion. So this is what our Sunday morning looks like. When you are traveling, for us, I've found especially recently, it's really easy to eat out of just ease. It's there, it's much cheaper. There is some really high quality food places, especially steak. And to ensure we're not doing that all the time, meal prepping is key. When you are focused and working a lot, there's a lot going on. We're very big on our systems, and being what people would call a digital nomad and moving around from country to country, having those systems and that prep in place to know we've got food for the whole week now, it's in the fridge, and all we have to do is choose what we want and heat it up, makes life so much easier. We have a pantry in here, which I love. It made me very, very happy when I first saw this because I can now stock up on loads of my favourites and make sure we always have them. And then we've got our meat in here that we'll be cooking today. So Serbia do this great organic chicken. So I've got a couple of them and this really good steak as well. So we'll show a bit more of them a bit later. But that is what we are up to. Any words this morning, Charlie?
We don't wash food in acidic water, do we?
It's alkaline water.
We wash food on the setting that says acidic.
Yeah.
But we don't use the acidic end.
No.
We use the alkaline end,
Yeah.
right? Have you been doing the acidic end?
No.
You sure?
The alkaline. Strong alkaline water, 11.5. It's because
I
what...
haven't been feeling that good. I haven't been feeling that good. You said you haven't been feeling that good. Your stomach's
Can I
been
stop this
funny.
water now?
Can you stop it?
Yeah.
I don't know, can you?
So the reason why I say it is because on the Kangen machine, it's now cleaning, but you don't have 11.5, which is strong alkaline water. And that's really good to soak any of your fruit and veggies to remove any dirt, any pesticides, anything like that. But what you do is you push 2.5 and then 11.5 comes out the big hose. So I press acidic water on my machine, but acidic water comes out the bottom. I don't use that, I use the 11.5 at the top. Thanks for correcting me, Charlie. Mornings in Serbia. Novi Sad. Sun is shining. A little bit windy today, but it is just so beautiful to have all this grass. And this is the property that we're staying in. It's very big and beautiful. Very grateful. But to have all of this green and the views and just the peace and the quiet, having that contrast between being so close to the city, we can get there in a 6-minute drive, and then being able to come away from that and focus, ground, crack on with work, get good content recorded, earn loads of money, connect with people, enjoy the sunshine, eat good food. It's so important for me, traveling from country to country, to give myself that balance. I'm definitely not one who can just get a backpack and go and stay in all these cheap places. I really feel, for me, home environment is what allows me to truly grow and truly succeed and be the best version of myself. So for that, investing in a high quality, I'm going to call it, property that has accessibility to everything I need in the city, but also gives me the grounded energy of the nature, really allows me to feel my best. I know that I've spoke to a lot of people who do this traveling life, and they find it really difficult because they stay in cheap hostels and they go to countries that maybe don't offer them the most because they're the cheapest. And we don't do that. We go with what is going to provide us and give us the best, what's going to allow us to grow the most, what's going to allow us to be able to succeed the most. Sometimes that means paying a little bit more than some other countries you can go to. But for me, that just outweighs being able to perform and be the highest vibration, energetical being to really be able to perform and get to where I want to be. So this is just a little bit of Sunday morning. Shadow loves being out in the garden. And yeah, feeling grateful this morning. Feeling grateful for what we have as a family, what we have cultivated and built over the last year. This has been 14 years almost of work, but truly the last year since leaving the UK and stepping into completely different versions of ourselves, of a family, in all areas that we provide and serve for other people. It has brought so much growth and transformation, just stepping on that other side of the borders of what we would know as the UK. Now time to get cooking. Okay, so update on the cooking. So here we have some steak. We've got sirloin and ribeye here. I haven't cooked it yet, so I'm gonna season the sirloin, but I'm gonna season the ribeye and get that fried, medium rare. And then we have our glass containers here. I have Shadow chasing his tail in the background because he's excited about something. And then we've got some mushrooms that are cooked in ghee, bit of cayenne pepper, paprika, and black pepper. Got some spring onions, some broccoli that was just blanched, so literally boiled it for like 1 minute so it doesn't go too soggy. And then some carrots there, also cooked in ghee, some soy sauce, pepper and cayenne pepper. Here is some chicken juices that just came off of these gorgeous chickens that I will take all the meat off, and then we'll use the bones to make some broth. We saved all the ends of the veggies so that we can make our broth. Here I've got some roast potatoes that are sitting in the chicken fat with a bit of ghee, some chicken seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic. They're going to go in the oven in a moment. And then some peppers here that I'm going to season and roast. Charlie prefers them fat and roasted rather than skinny and fried. And then I've made a pasta and a sauce over here. So we've got gluten-free pasta with tomatoes and some different herbs, some sauteed onions, sauteed garlic, all mixed together, some chili. So it's basically like a tomato, chili and garlic pasta. So then I'll just add like some steak on top of that or some chicken on top of that. Got our good old ghee, and then some onions there that I'm just going to saute in the ghee, some cabbage that I don't know how to cook, but Charlie's going to tell me how to cook it, and that is the little update.